In God of War, Kratos and his son Atreus are able to unlock skills as they progress, earning experience from defeating enemies and completing quests or labors. Early on in your adventure, experience can be sparse, so picking the right skills can change the course of tough encounters you'll face in the opening hours. Here are 7 skills to get early in God of War. Permafrost can be a true blessing when encountering large groups of enemies, especially when you face hordes of Draugr early on that rely on sheer numbers to take you down. By attacking quickly and avoiding getting hit in return, you can build a meter located on your weapon icon in the corner. When the meter is filled, every hit will deal frost damage to your foes, which is essential in slowing down enemies to prevent them from attacking back or flanking you. Freezing enemies increases the time they stay airborne, allowing you to juggle an enemy longer with bigger combos. Just keep an eye on the attack indicators to know when to dodge out of the way or risk resetting permafrost. By default, Kratos has a 4-hit light attack combo and a 2-hit heavy attack combo. If you want to get varied between light and heavy hits, Pride of the Frost is the best thing you can get. Starting with 3 light strikes, you can now chain to a heavy finisher that smashes down for a lot of damage that sends most enemies flying into the air. This attack is even better with permafrost, as you can slow down enemies enough to keep them in the air after the finisher and get in another combo while they can't move. Shields may be a new concept for Kratos, but he adapts rather quickly. Perhaps one of the best skills in his defensive arsenal is the countering strike. It allows you to follow up a last-second block, when time slows down for a moment, with an unblockable attack of your own. A successful counter can deal a lot of damage and send lesser enemies flying across the room. The best part about this counter is that you can even use it against incoming attacks that would normally break your guard, seen by the yellow indicators. Sure, the timing can be risky, but once you get the rhythm down, you can send most attacks right back at them. 3,000 experience is a lot to spend, but when you do get the chance, you'll find that countering blast is extremely worth it. Nothing is more annoying than enemies tossing projectiles at you from afar while you're trying to survive other threats. With this skill, you can block an incoming ranged attack at the last second, just like countering strike, and send it hurtling back the way it came. Many times, this can outright kill the weak ranged opponents, and you can also redirect the blast at anyone else you're facing, using their fireballs to torch their nearby friends. Try it out on Draugr, Nightmares, Reavers, or anyone that tries to hurl something at you from afar. As you start to learn more about an enemy's stun meter, you'll find that sometimes the best strategy is to end the battle quickly with a finishing blow. Atreus can help build up stun on enemies when prompted, but if you want to do it yourself, consider the Guardian Sweep. This attack is great for 2 reasons. It can knock several enemies to the floor at once, and it deals a great amount of stun damage. This ensures that while the enemies are floored, they'll need a moment to get back up to the fight, allowing you to keep the pressure on them with more barehanded attacks to prepare for a finishing blow. Don't underestimate Atreus. He may look like a pushover, and starting out he's not that powerful, but the more you invest in him, the quicker he'll turn into the most essential weapon in your arsenal. It's worth getting all of his skills as soon as you can, but teamwork is a great place to start. Once Atreus starts helping out more in melee combat, teamwork allows him to capitalize on your attacks. Certain moves like a headshot with an axe throw or guardian sweep will put foes in a vulnerable state, and Atreus will take advantage of this by doing increased damage. Unlike his command arrows, you won't even have to prompt him. He'll know when to hit them and when to stay back and shoot. Equally as important as teamwork is ferocity. With this skill, Atreus will have even more to do as he circles the battlefield taking shots at enemies. If he happens to get close to them, he'll start dishing out a lot of stun damage with drop kicks or smacking them with his bow. If you're alert, you can capitalize on this with quick barehanded strikes to rack up stun damage and finish a foe quickly. For more essential tips and tricks, be sure to check out our God of War wiki guide, and also check out the first 15 minutes of God of War. And for everything else, stick with IGN.